Hello. Hi. Let me introduce you the Botton project. The Botton project is a business related to blockchain. The blockchain is kind of a distributed database, distributed data. Blockchain, as you know, it is a virtual currency or cryptocurrency business with distributed databases. What I'm going to talk about is that there are a lot of virtual money companies that have been created, but this Botton business uses a mnemonic code for community maintenance. So it's a strictly decentralized business that you can manage on your own. That's why no one can doubt me and trusted business by myself, and everything is open and traceable business. What I mentioned here are the most representative features of a blockchain. And additionally, the Botton is coming out this time with the aim of the further rebuilding the production relationship. So what is the rebuilding of the production relationship? Let me put it this way. It is called Mate effect or Matthew principle, which means rich get richer phenomenon since the currency has been created. It means the larger companies are living well and small businesses are having a hard time. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer and harder. So this can be philosophical and ideal motto of the Botton business, which means the basic idea of this Botton blockchain business system is to create dozens of successful companies like Amazon and Alibaba in order to overcome that Mate effect. Here, it's a completely decentralized public blockchain made anonymously by the community. The blockchain coin that the community makes anonymously starts with the mainnet. So the community you are creating is going to make it anonymous and completely decentralized public blockchain. This is the key of the Botton. The point here is that this Botton finishes the mainnet first before the system even started. Therefore, the Botton is totally different from the scam or Ponzi business. In addition, Botton keeps developing decentralized application to distribute service products such as Airbnb, Uber globally, and solve the problem of the worldwide circulation of the products. Crossover payments. It means overcoming the difficulties of paying abroad. Member information island. it means each of the isolated data can be released and exchanged. I'm not saying the personal information is going to be open to the public. Just isolated data from each members doesn't help and doesn't grow at all. So sharing and combining data will be able to do more updated business. And that's what it means. And capital and business matching efficiency and other issues means it's going to solve the problem of matching efficiency between money and business. So ultimately, Botton is going to create a global on-chain business complex. As I said earlier, creating a global on-chain business complex is about a system where companies like Amazon, Alibaba can be created countless times. This is what Botton's platform looks like. It's a coin business, so of course it's a mining. And you can see here's Botton BOT and BOC. BOT called Botton token, and BOC is called Botton coin. And anyone can be a seller, merchant, and consumer, and investor, and communicator, and miner too. So the merchant can expand the business scale with the help of the comprehensive business system of a Botton coin. This means that if I have a good item and I can advertise it here, you can register service such as travel, accommodation, and some YouTube, as well as all kinds of intangible services. And besides, let's say I have a great item and I need the money to develop, then post it here, then the global users and global members of the Botton will see them, and if they want to invest in it, they can invest in Botton coin, and I can make a product, and if there's a profit, then the investor will get the additional dividends. Okay, and the consumers can use a Botton coin to get the products and the services sold by merchant. It means if a consumer wants to buy the service, he or she can purchase only with the Botton coin. So the only currency available to take us the services in the platform is Botton coin. Okay, and let's say if someone is selling, for example, if someone's selling the traveling product on the Botton platform, then you can pay by Botton coin and use the service instead of a deposit. Then the seller, the product seller, can get the Botton coin and can convert it to Bitcoin on the exchange, and can cash them right away. So the services can be hotel accommodation, or having plastic surgery, or airport pickup service. That kind of services you can pay for such services with the coin. Now the Botton coins doesn't stay still like a currency, means moving, but like rise and fall and rise and fall, and become more valuable as time goes by. The investor here, this Botton platform is kind of a crowdfunding way, in which a member who has money invest in coin to the users who got the technical skills but lack of a capital, then the investor can receive a dividend if there's a profits made. Okay, so the communicator means a marketer, which promotes the bottom business system and will enable to obtain incentives with a certain bottom coin based on the result. So here the traffic means kind of promoting traffic. Okay, so miner here, miner means you also be able to participate in mining if you join in the bottom system. So miner uses Bitcoin to exchange bottom token, which is called a blast furnace coin or mint mechanism. So when you take part in mining, as a bottom token is considered mining machine. As a bottom token is a mining machine, and bottom token can get a bottom coin mining, and you can convert the mined bottom coin into Bitcoin and you can cash them, or you can keep the bottom coin and sell it when the values rises, or you can do many things with the bottom coin as well in the platform. So using blockchain technology, the Botton builds a complex business platform system that combines sellers, consumers, and investors and communicators. That's it. Here, Botton chamber. Bottom mode starts with intangible service only at the beginning because there could be problems with the shipping if a Botton does logistics. So if there are more users later, Botton will be shipping with the updated services. Here, trading globalization. You can read the sentences, but it means services can be purchased through Botton coin anywhere in the world without local restrictions, without limitation of the district. It means. And number two, cross-border payment. Cross-border payment means that you can easily pay for any services without borders, without any limitation. So it means no problem and no complication on the Botton system when it comes to the international payment. Okay. And number three, consumption is mining, means no margin attached to the Botton system. So it is possible to use a cheaper service as it is connected to each users by buying and selling directly. Therefore, consumers can lower their cost and make money, which means in the Botton system you will participate in mining and coins come out. So the coin is money here, so if the value of the coin goes up, you earn more money. Okay, so number four, share is reward. It is if you introduce someone and the someone under you use the shopping mall or ignore the Botton system, then there will be an incentive for that. Okay, that's a shared reward. And the number 5, traceability and anti-counterfeiting. Yeah, please read the sentences. If you read this, and there's not much to explain further, but anyway, it means everything is recorded and viewable. So all the history from the first mined coin and where it went and etc. Everything can be traceable. It means. So as you can see from the right here, it's the currency of the country here, okay, and then and here you can see how many button coins are needed for that here, right next to, okay, yes. Here, button coin. This is a symbolic mark of a button coin. So the total amount issued is 314,159,265. Issued mechanism is TPOS. Mechanism of issue is TPOS, which has only the advantage of a POS and POW. Okay, so just taking only advantage of a POS and POW, and this is the button's only own method. And block speed is per 10 seconds to produce one block. And according to the study, my study, Bitcoin takes about 600 seconds to produce one block, and Ethereum is about 15 and 25 seconds. Here, block reward. Block incentive is also called mine distribution in another word. Mine distribution in another word. It shows 129,600. This one is the numbers that are mined every day, and 95% of them give incentives to the minor shareholders. Okay, to the minor shareholders means all the users. So to speak, 123,120 after 5% deduction will be distributed to the members. You can see later there's a scoring system about the distribution method to members. Here, the decrease cycle. The subtraction cycle is once every 4 months, and the subtraction is reduced by 5%. Yeah, the production decrease range is 5%, but it still takes more than 100 years to mine ore coins. Okay, so below means no one can have a privilege. Okay, no one can have a privilege. If you read these sentences, you can see them. It means like no one can have a privilege, and everyone becomes a miner. And through the blessed furnace mint mechanism, you can go mining and get a button coin. Okay, and no one can buy it first, so it's a equal and equitable and fair system. Okay, so if you look here, yeah, here you can see what the button coin is for. Okay, it's called the ecosystem. ecosystem, people who don't specialize in coins or even experts. However, people who knows about the coin may ask, what is the ecosystem of the coins? So when people ask like these questions, it means where where the ecosystem going to use. Okay, so if you look here, and global worldwide global cross-border payment, and the shopping consumption, and the investment and financing, and supply chain finance, and fee consumption, and coin issuing mortgage, printed currency, etc. BOT botton at first will be issued 1 billion botton. It's called a blast furnace mint mechanism. Here, furnace mint mechanism. I will tell you the furnace mint mechanism later again. But anyway, the key point here is to start fairly. So it's important that there's no pre-mining, and no one take any advantage before starting. So it's safer. That's the key. This is a BOC, bottom coin based token. So this BOT is a function of a mining machine to mine BOC, bottom coin. Bitcoin is an old mining method that eats a lot of electricity and causes problems such as environmental pollution and global warming. But Botton is an algorithm-based mining method that cannot be seen and invisible. So there's no electricity bill, there's no environmental problem, and there's no global warming worries. So it's green energy, and it's a green energy mining method that cares about the environment. So let me tell you one more times here. The genesis issued of a Botton token is 1 billion. And how can I buy the BOT, Botton token? You can only buy it through Bitcoin. So you can only buy it with Bitcoin, not with mining. And this process is the cycle where Botton coin is mined. Understand? This is very important. So Botton token is a sign or proof of my stake and share at the same time. So as I mentioned, Botton token is a machine that can mine a coin, a BOC coin, Botton coin. Okay. So I'm repeating now. This is going to be third time. Once again, the BOT is Botton coin based token. Okay, and we need to buy a Botton token with Bitcoin. Okay, so you have to have a Botton token to mine Botton coin. Okay, just because you have to buy the Bitcoin first doesn't mean that this is based on Bitcoin. Okay, we don't say that this is based on Bitcoin because you buy the Bitcoin first. So Botton BOT Botton token, I would say also a secondary coin of a Botton blockchain business system, and as evidence of a rights and interest in the ecosystem. So the button token is also used for voting, securing dividends, etc. And button coin is equal to personal power and credit. Project advantages. So here you can see the mechanism of a button mining system. When you see it from a technical view here, millions of TPS is talking about the speed. Even if many people send lots of data and info at the same time, it doesn't get stuck, and it can handle lots of data at high speed. And to tell you why Bitcoin is not used in real life, because it takes too long to pay. But the button can be paid immediately. The button's technology is 1,000 times faster than Bitcoin and 100 times faster than Ethereum and EOS, which is designed to make the speed faster. However, the button has a 10 times faster transmission speed of EOS. So fast speed of a button coin means very high technology skill here in the button system. Okay, and it's completely decentralized. What is the system on the chain? It means it stores all the rules and methods and records everything. And the rule doesn't change until mining is completed. That's what a system on the chain means. And it permanently operates until the mining is completed. Next, at the market level, we can always deposit and withdraw anytime. And you can sign up for free and also have this dual coin value model. Means having a double coin value of a bottom coin and at the same time bottom token is the first in the industry. That means the Bitcoin, BTC, and Ethereum, ETH, EOS, and so on. These are mostly single currency models, but buttons participate mining as a button token and to mine the button coin. That's why this is a very clear double function and efficient operation way. So it's the industry's first dual token system with a spiral increasing monetary value with a mutual support. So I would say button coin is the most potential digital asset, and button token would say the most reliable digital currency. And here, no pre-mine, no pre-sale. Means without a pre-booking, everyone can start fairly in the button business system. Okay. Participation process. This is how it works. First, you make a wallet and you have to register for CMID. In other words, you can say that it's like a signing up for free membership on a site. So signing up for membership is free, and that's why it's free, and it'll be easier for your acquaintance, your friends, to get in through signing up for free membership. So you can only register by connecting someone you've introduced. Means you cannot register without your sponsor ID. Okay, and after registration you charge Bitcoin and convert into the Botton token. Okay, Botton token through the blessed furnace mint mechanism. And you can start mining. BOC, Botton coin. Okay, save Botton token to mine, and then start mining Botton coin, and then you can cash in them. Anytime you want. Create a wallet. This is how you register CMID. When you first download the application, it looks like this. Then you register with the mnemonic code and open it, and you can store Botton coin and Botton token in your wallet, just like this. Surprisingly, the Botton makes the mainnet even before starting the business, and this wallet also comes along. Therefore, it's very safe to store your coins in the wallet with relief and trust. And this page called furnace mint. It's a furnace mint mechanism. Oh, then why is it named the furnace? You can doubt. I would say as we go through the Bronze Age or era, the money starts from shells before getting modernized. At that time, at the Bronze era, iron was more important than gold, because if we want to make a knife or anything, the iron was needed everywhere. Therefore, it worked as a currency. So just as iron, we needed to make the new coin, of the new currency. So we named the Botton named the furnace mint mechanism to make the coin of the new currency, the virtual currency, the coin of the Botton. Okay, so as you see here, if Bitcoin is put into the furnace mint mechanism, then exchange it into a Botton token. And as you can see here, there's a first layer to the 241 layers. When 100,000 Botton tokens are sold out on the first layer, and then it goes down to the next layer, second layer, and see what happened to price. It goes up, right? It goes up, price goes up. The cheapest price you can buy is 0.25 USD. And how much is the one BOT, Botton token? According to the today's exchange rate, it's going to be between 300 won and 311 won. So you can see the you probably can get the margin from the earlier you invest, the more you get. So USDT is called Tether coin, and it is based on the US dollars. So let me ask you a question. Can one person buy the entire 100,000 Botton token on the first layer or not? The answer is, of course, Yes. If someone thinks this is an opportunity, and let's say he or she is going to buy it all, okay, and he or she can buy it at 0.25, and if someone buys it all, the bottom token on the first layer will be gone, disappear, because someone bought it first, and you, me, or the other person has to buy it on next price, 0.2538 USD. So if you look at here, you can see the different amounts of button each layer. Yes, and also the price is different from each layer. So the total number of the button token in this first furnace block here, or let's say box, is approximately 39 million, and I would say about 40 million, okay, to make it easier. And when this is sold out, the 40 million button token will be sold out. And when I approximately calculate it in USDT, it's about total 17 billion, about 17 billion USDT, of course. These kind of things, if it's got players from all over the world, real player means like investors, then it won't take long. It could be over just a few hours, or can be sold. So if you can study this button properly, and if you let people know who are interested in this, then there's definitely going to be a profitable result. You can grab the business chance. You can gain profits, each of you. So some people might be interested in this kind of business or marketing. There's people who say that I want to find out more this button. So if you look out to those people, there could be organization, or could be marketers around them. So nobody knows what's going to happen when you deliver this information to your people. Every society has a pyramid structure. So one person you find maybe not be literally one person. It starts with that one person. There can be thousands, millions people. So let's go back. And the important thing here is starting at 0.25 USD, and then when it's all sold out, okay, it becomes 0.5 at the end price, 0.5. So it has already doubled the amount invested at the first time. Yes. So when it's all sold out, another furnace block, another second furnace block that looks like exactly like this will be made. Okay. And because it ended, start with 0.5. It ended with the 0.5. Start with the 0.25 and ended at 0.5 USD. So the second block starts at 0.5 again. Okay. So if the second edition is sold out, and you end up with $1, 0.5, and end at $1, which is doubled again. And again, the third block, let's say this is third block, starts with $1 and it ends with $2. And then the fourth furnace block starts with $2 and ends with $4. And then the fifth block starts with $4 and end up with $8. So going up twofold, okay, 2 times more. But it doesn't go up at once. It goes up steadily, okay? So the important part here is, if the Bitcoin drops, will it drop together? The answer is no. It doesn't matter at all. It's up to the USDT, okay? Because it's too risky to be based on the Bitcoin. So we talk about it in Botcoin, is talk about in the USDT, and it is related to the dollar going up and down. Again, so the Botton is based on the USDT, okay, USDT, which is a typical stable coin fixed to the US dollar. And at the beginning, it only goes up because there's no way to buy it. Let's move on here. As you can see in this page, you can see the personal total equity value, which means equity value can be considered as a number of Botton tokens, you have, or can be points. It can be also scores. So if you're going to trade Bitcoin for the BOT and mine BOC, Botton coin, we need to set it up. Okay, so this one means, like, for example, I will invest 5,000 or 10,000 Botton tokens, and please start mining. Okay, this is what explaining. And then there's a score based on the numbers of points I've taken. Okay, pointing system. This is what it's about. So I'm expressing the calculation that how I can acquire the amount of Botton coin that can be mined every day. Okay, so there's a total score that all the members in the world participate in. Okay, and also there's a total score, I mean the number of Botton coins you obtain from day-to-day mining. So to speak, the number of Botton coins you get daily basis. Okay, or in another word, to calculate the daily mining Botton coin is to divide full network total equity value into personal total equity value, and multiply 123,120 coins, which is 95% of the Botton coin amount that is produced in one day. Okay, so for example, let's say my score is 1,000 and points. Okay, but the total global score is 100,000. Then how many of my points are mined a day? As you can see here, by multiplying 123,120 coins which is again 95% of a bottom coin amount that is produced in a day, is how much you get every day. You got it, you understand. Okay, so full network total equity value into personal total equity value, multiply 123,120 bottom coin will be your everyday bottom coin you obtain. Okay, and down here personal total equity value is for example, I participated in 1,000 bottom tokens and I received additional points over time, which is the length of a service equity value. And by introducing to other people, you can earn invitation equity value, and as a result, BOC will be mined more. So the more to participate, what will happen? The more people participate here, the less I can get. Because the number here 126,120 bottom coins are fixed a day. Okay, it doesn't change. So it is an unchanging formula because we are getting divided by the whole. So if my points doesn't increase, okay, my point is not increased, then the points you can earn will be definitely getting decreased. This page is explaining about how it works, the system. Here, basic equity value belongs to the static mining profit incomes. So if you look at the table on the left here, the minimum storage quantity, BOT is the sum of the total points that participated in the node, and you get basic equity value. Basic equity value on the right here is let's say the margin, the profit margin you get. Okay, so so if you look at the bottom here, you can see the monthly static income is about 12% to 20% per month. And let's say another example, T1. If you participate with 500 Botton tokens, BOT, then you will get 10 points for basic equity value. So if you participate in 100,000 BOT Botton token, and you will get 3,250 points for basic equity value. So you will be mined bottom coin every day by the score system you've secured. Then maybe if you want to say if you would like to get like a 700 between here, 700 between 500 or 1,000, no problem. You can do 100 units as well. So means you can get 600, 700, 800, 900. You can do as many as you can. Okay, and then you will get the score. You will get the score that applies that much to you. Okay. So it's getting difficult as time goes by. And here's Botton's characteristic is not a T1, T2 shreds. Okay, not a T1, T2 shreds. For example, it can be as I mentioned, you can get a 600 or 700. It is calculated by the algorithm. So other blockchain system do not calculate in this way, like 100 units basis, because of the complexity. It's very complicated process, data processing. The right side here is just how to calculate. If I this is only you have been done only by yourself. Okay, you didn't introduce to anyone else, and you will get about this much income. The explanation on the right here is the calculation method. If you have time, you can just do it yourself later. Just check it out. And this is example. This page is example of how many I can mine a day according to the calculation. Okay. The calculation, maybe you try study. But anyway, if you think that I'm getting mining every day by this score, Botton token keeps increasing in worth, and this Botton coin that's been mined makes 12% to 20% a month. Also, how will the price of Botton coin will be? So the Botton coin also going up. Okay. So on the other hand, if some more people are selling, then the price going down. So you just understand in that way, please. The following is a description of the length of a service equity value, and it is belong to static mining income. So after switching Bitcoin to the Botton token, I can say that you participated in the node to be mined with the Botton coin. So you take a part in that node, and after a week later, 7 days later, you get 5% more on your score. It goes up 5% every week, and after 4 weeks, 28 days, it goes up 10%, and so you reach 25%. In 5 weeks, it reaches 35% total maximum. That means you are going to have more mining as time goes by. Okay, just to understand in this way. And for example, on this page, you got 10 points, let's say 10 points for the node you participated in. Then after 7 days, the equality index is 5%. So 5% of 10 points will be 0.5%, yes? So as a result, it's going to be 10.5%. Make sense? Okay, so let's say another example. And it's 10% after 2 weeks, 14 days. Yes, 10%. So 2 weeks later, you get 10% of, from your points. So 10% from my points, my 10 points will be 1%, right? So as a result, so it's going to be total 11% or 11 points. If your score eventually goes up by 5% every week, and if you don't cash in them after taking part in the node, you will get extra interest on the node. And if you look at it here, the equity index is 35% maximum and nothing more. So as time goes by and the ranks of the service equity value increases, the number of coefficients that you are mining will be increased. So the length of the equity service length of a service equity value is also however, if people who participate more, like basic equity value, the number of a bottom coin is gradually will be reduced if my personal total equity value is not changed. So you have to secure lots of a personal total equity value. Okay, so how do I secure it? As you can see on the next page, you should become a marketer to promote. In this page, invitation equity value is belong to the dynamic mining income. And so to obtain the invitation equity, you have to promote. Okay, so the invitation equity is dynamic mining income, not a static mining. So you can get the profit as much as you make action, promote. Okay, and now those who have a organization already, or you can work harder so that you can make an organization in this way. And the organization doesn't mean talking about people. It can be on accounts as well, accounts. So you can make several accounts for yourself. First generation account, let's say you directly recommend receive 25%. Yes, from second to the ninth generation receive 5%, and receives unlimited, receives unlimited, and if you meet required conditions. So on the right side here, explaining how to receive a limited amount starting from 10th generation to after 9th, 10th generation after 9th. If you look to the left here, it is not necessary to have two accounts. It is not a binary system either. This is just the example showing you the case where you recommend two accounts. Okay, so there's no problem even just one account as well. So the person or account that I directly invited is called first generation, and I can recommend it directly as many as I want, as many as I can. However, the minimum number of a button token for invitees should be 500 button token or more. That's how the system initiates the profit as a dynamic mining income. It means new register should have a button token at least 500 to initiate, to activate. Okay, so on the right side is here to showing the chart to receive how to receive infinitely. Okay, and this is the conditional infinite. And it doesn't matter if you have 100 accounts or one account only. It's possible to have one account that generates or prospers. And it doesn't matter if there's a person with the ability under you, let's say under you, and the line continues go down. Means anyway, you can make many accounts, or you can just find the right person who has ability. Then from the accounts, it just goes down, and you get lots of a profit. And if you make additional account, then there will be a case where you can go beyond 9th generation to earn more infinitely. Okay, so if you want to go beyond 9th generation and earn infinitely, and if the sum of the three accounts from first generation, here you see the number of directly invited friends. Yes, so if the sum of the three accounts from first generation whom you directly invited, okay, directly invited is total 150, then you can get up to 10th generation. Okay, so when you get 600 points from six accounts, like 3 plus 3, then you can get up to 11th generation. Okay, so if the total of 3 plus 3 plus 3, the 9 accounts, makes meet the 1350 points in 9 accounts, then you can get up to the 12th generation. This way can be calculated, and then anyway you can get the profits infinitely in this way. Okay, so do you understand? So when you talk about the basic equity value on the page 13 here, if you had 100,000 BOT storage volumes, the basic equity value was 30,250 points. So from here, the cumulative equity value, yes, so here the cumulative equity value is here is between 2,400 and 3,750. Yes, so you can see that you can get up to 14th generation. So cumulative equity value is important. So in other words, you can earn as much as dynamic mining as you can. That's what it means. Invitation equity value. As here and here, the maximum value of invitation equity value obtained by inviting friends or accounts is 30 times of your own basic equity value. But just because you get an infinity, as mentioned in the previous slide page, that doesn't mean you get it all continuously. It's a fixed. You cannot receive more than 30 times. That's what it means here on this page. And you can read the rest part. So here on the page, the point is the maximum value of an invitation equity value you obtained by inviting friends or accounts is just no more than 30 times of your own basic equity value. That's the point. Okay, so if you want, let's say if you want to get more invitation equity, then maybe you can put more button token BOT so that the maximum value will be increased. Okay, and here collaborative mint. To talk about the collaborative mint fee incentive, you have to pay a fee for converting Bitcoin into Botton token through the blast furnace mint mechanism. And this BOT is not a mining system, but it has to have a Bitcoin first. Then it can be exchanged for Botton token. Means the Botton token is not a mining system. It has to have a Bitcoin. Can be changed to the into the Botton token. Okay, and at that time the P is 0.001 Bitcoin is required for the exchange. Okay, so and when this Botton token is exchanged, then you have to click the button and you should save it. Okay, And then when we when you do a trade on the exchange, usually we usually pay the fee, right? It's common sense. So we usually pay for each trade, and it's the same here on the Botton token system as well. The fee here is 0.001 Bitcoin. Seems quite expensive, but however, those fees are returned to all the members. That is the point. So without the project team on the Botton Token doesn't take the fee. Okay, so all the incentives will goes back to the members. How do we how does it give back 100? It's here, as you can see, 100% mint fee. Okay, so all the 100% mint goes back to all the members. How? The first generation you invited would be 45%, and the 55% is from the second to the 12th generation, get the 55%. So basically, if you have 9 accounts, you can get up to the 9th generation fee. Okay, and the collaborating mint fee after the 9th generation depends on the number of accounts you've invited directly here. So if the total of 3 accounts is 5,000 Botton token BOT, okay, the 3 accounts means that the number of directly invited friends. 3 accounts is 5,000 Botton token. Then you can receive up to the 10th generation. And if the total of 6 accounts is 10,000 Botton token, then you can receive up to the 11th generation. Okay. And if the total of 9 accounts is 15,000 Botton token, then you can receive up to the 12th generation. Okay, so the more solid and stronger and deeper community you organize, the greater profit, the more profit you will receive. This number of Bitcoin you get is very incredible. The fee you get is very huge. If you expect to receive up to 12th generation, okay, you can get total more than 120 Bitcoins as a fee. Okay, so when you recommend 1 or 10 or 100 accounts, you will keep receiving the fee as many as you recommend. And then every time people under you upgrade, you also keep receiving it, the fee, and the Bitcoin profit you will get is getting more and more increase. Collaborative mint. On this page, you invite 9 accounts. Let's say you invited directly 9 accounts, and each account from the 9 accounts invite 3 again. Then that goes down threefold. Once the organization chart is fully complete, there will be a total 1.1 59 million accounts. Okay, so with the mnemonic code, you can continue to create your own additional accounts. However, assuming that each of the 3 people is invited, as shown in the picture, the right side presents the number of bitcoins that you can receive with that 0.001 Bitcoin profit. So if you look to the left, you see up to the 12th generation, and if you count the number of coins on the right side by the 12th generation, it's over 120 bitcoins. So you can earn 120 bitcoins just with as the fee. So this is the fee that you can earn with the 0.001 Bitcoin fee without for Botton token and Botton coin. Here, this is a minor meeting, Bitcoin reward. This page is about the minor convention meeting. In other words, mining competitions. It's a way of distributing Bitcoin incentives. You have a Bitcoin that changes to Botton token to participate in node, right? So the system automatically executes a minor tournament conference every week to calculate each miner's contribution to the Botton ecosystem in the previous week, and automatically assign incentives to based on each contribution. How many percent? Here as 100%. And the fee, the reward, is also not taken by the project team. The project team doesn't take any. It's distributed back to the members, all the members. So the 50% here is random, like a lucky draw, like lotto, and the other 50% will be given to the 30 best contributors, which means that the other 50% here will be given to the 30 heroes who make this community the best. For example, if the Botton system made 200 bitcoins came in, then the 100 goes to lucky draw, and the other 100 goes to the 30 best contributors. So if you divide 100 bitcoins into 30 people, then you get 3 bitcoins each person. Yes, so it is important that Bitcoin is distributed once a week to all the members. You understand that, right? This page that describes the criteria for the selected 30 people by score. Okay, so when selecting the top 30 players, distributors in the minor competition, the standard or the logic is the number of CMID accounts you have invited, and the points you got from switching Bitcoin through the blast furnace mint mechanism to the Botton token. And lastly, if you save a Botton token, and when Botton token is mined into the Botton coin, you will get a score. So with these three points added, it will be divided to the top 30 with the highest number of the score. Yeah, it looks like complicated up to here, and it looks like a complicated logic because but I'm just trying to explaining to you how the logic goes, how the system goes with the full Botton system. But it's actually automatically calculated and will be recorded. So you don't have to worry about the calculating here. The robot does everything, and all you need to do is invest money and promote people to come in to the system. Okay, and now this is it all over now. So we've made the main revenue of this project at a glance here. I mean, if you look at it here again, equity mining income is the income that you can be obtained from BOT and BOC. Okay, and then collaborating mint fee. Collaborating mint fee is refers to the, sharing the income with the fee paid to change the Botton token from Bitcoin. Okay, and minor profit, as I said a bit earlier, means the incentives to distribute Bitcoin once a week to all members. Okay, you understand? So let me repeat again. There's a main income you can get from the Botton blockchain business system. So the equity mining income, that means can be the income you can obtain from the Botton token and Botton coin. Okay, synergy minting income is also called the collaborating mint. Okay, and it's sharing the income with the fee which is paid to change the Botton token from Bitcoin. Understand? So minor conference income is, as I said earlier, the incentives to distribute Bitcoin once a week to all the members. Okay, so that's it for all the English presentation for Botton blockchain business system. Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Yeah, hopefully you can join the system and I can meet you in person to study and to develop the system and our profits more. Hope to see you soon again.